I've got a secret, and I'm not afraid to share it right now. I used to be a virgin. Not only did I used to be a virgin, I used to be a turbo virgin who was extremely proud of the fact that he was a virgin. My roommate had a girl over. It wasn't anyone romantic, they weren't together, they weren't, anything at all. My roommate went to bed, but she didn't. I eventually steered our conversation into a talk of virginity. And I started telling her about, how great it is being a virgin and how, maybe I'll lose it soon if I'm really feeling like it, as if I had, a ton of options, like my fucking cell phone was full of applicants to take my virginity. She hit 19-year-old Charles with a giggle and a wow, that's so sad. And then she goes on to say, I'll suck your dick if you want. And I went into a full fucking meltdown mode. It was like something out of Tom and Jerry when like the stars are going around when they're like knocked out. I was having like a fucking meltdown. And I eventually just went into like full Redditor mode. I was like, oh gee, whoa. No, madame, I could never ask such a thing of you. Absolutely not. I would not have that. So if she blew me, I would have busted a nut of biblical proportion. I'll share one more story because this one's just as embarrassing. Probably not as embarrassing though. For the whole night that I can remember before total blackout, I was talking in an Irish accent about how great it is being a virgin and how... And then I do remember one of the girls kissed me and I pre-came down my leg. At least that's what I tell myself, that it was pre-cum. Today I wanted to mix it up and hit you with a story from the academic side of my college experience. Now, I was a digital arts major for the first 2 years I was in college, and then I switched to human sciences and exercise physiology for my concentration. I'd always sucked asshole when it came to art, but I thought it'd be fun to at least try to do like some cartoon shit and animation in college because I'd always liked it. But it wasn't fun and I wasn't good at it. So, as you can probably guess, this is me. I mean, it's like looking in a mirror, honestly. Here is... I'm sure you can immediately tell who this is. This is my dad. He was sitting in his chair. I decided to capture the moment because I was like, wow, that's powerful, Dad. This one is the back of a skeleton, I guess. And then here's me as a Pokemon trainer. There's me just, tossing ye old Pokeball. Here's the world. So I really did start to get the hang of it towards the end of the course, and then immediately switched majors, so I never touched it again or got any better. I really got the tablecloth nicely. Like, that tablecloth is looking beautiful. That's about it. See ya. Porn. The one force that ties strangers to strangers in a way they don't even realize. I used to watch the same porn video for the better part of 2 years. I've made it no secret that I refuse to get a haircut at the moment, and that I also used to have very bad OCD. And one of my rituals was watching the exact same lesbian porn video. The video was called Nice Pair of Lesbians. Let's take a moment of silence to remember that beautiful video from redtube.com. Okay, thank you for participating. I would say things to them like, oh, you're so hot, that's so sexy, I'm touching my dick to you. As if they could hear me, and as if I was communicating to them directly as like the director of this video. It was a really weird routine. So once I was certain that my dick was super soft, I would then sit down and get ready for the action. As it would start, I would say hello to the girls and I'd compliment them on their beauty. The video started with a girl fingering herself, and I would compliment her on how great she was doing, and then the other girl joined in. I'd say hi to her, like, oh, hey, you just stopping by. I think that shit would make for a really incredible case study on OCD, because that shit was goofy as fuck, and I would love to remember exactly all the shit that I would say. I don't necessarily want to see underage me jerking himself off into the webcam or anything. I could skip that part, but I at least want to see what I was saying to the girls during the video. I had certain time marks where I felt I needed to lick my lips at those times, otherwise I was disrespecting them. I recognized how weird it was, and I started to really combat my OCD. That's what happened. I stopped being so fucking weird through a lot of effort to try and combat my OCD rituals. How big is my penis? My schlong is 6.5 inches of pure steel, bravery, and courage. But this brought up something pretty interesting, because always the follow-up when I say 6.5 inches pure sledgehammer is that flaccid or erect? And it got me thinking, Who the fuck has a 6.5-inch flaccid dick? That is downright unholy. That would be biblical length that would rival God himself as the creator of the universe. That's just downright ridiculous. No, my penis is not 6.5 inches flaccid. I don't think any man's is. So that got me thinking, let's talk about growing versus showing. A grower versus a shower. I am a grower. Now, what is a grower? A grower is a man whose penis is only presentable when it's fully erect at full mast. A shower is a man whose penis is presentable when even when it's soft. It doesn't need to put its makeup on and get in a good mood and stimulated before it can be presented and have people applaud it and be proud about it. I never take dick pics, no flaccid dick pics, because I always fear the day that somehow it ended up on the internet and then I'd never be allowed back on the internet just out of pure shame because it's my flaccid dick. The fucking pencil eraser flaccid dick out there. Now, like I said, it gets up to 6.5 inches of steel and bravery. Take my word for it, I swear to God. The size the man gives is always going to be when it's performing its best. No man is going to say his flaccid dick size because all flaccid dicks are sad. I wasn't always this sex god you see before you. In fact, I actually came into this world a virgin. My father, he wasn't a virgin, and yet, embarrassingly, I was. I used to think it was cool and unique to be a virgin in college. I would talk about my virginity to any female that made the mistake of listening. It was one of the first things I'd do. You see, this all took place around the time that I got my main lead acting role in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I've already shared that story with you. So when I used to meet these women at parties and shit, I would have this 1-2 combo. Hey, I'm in the Hunger Games, and I'm a virgin. That didn't help very much. I must have tried this combination move 100 times, till finally it worked one time. I met a girl at a party, we talked, we made out, exchanged numbers, and we're going to get together for a date. Date comes around and you can already guess the conversational topics. Hey, what's your major? Where are you from? Are you a virgin? No? Why not? I am. Bang. Game over. Also, during this time I had a friend that was a female. I very much liked her. We were friends for like a year. The feelings weren't mutual. I was very into her. She had none of those same feelings for me, but it didn't stop me from telling her that I was saving my virginity for her. That had to be the last fucking thing on her Christmas list every goddamn year. I told her that shit like all the time. If we texted, it'd be like a lullaby for me. You know, I'm going to bed now. Do you want to kiss my virginity to sleep with your pussy lips? No? Alright, just keep in mind I'm a virgin when you go to sleep tonight. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. And I saw a video today that reminded me of an extremely sad and embarrassing tale that I haven't thought of in a long time.
You didn't even come close.
So yeah, dude went ass over face, falling off the balcony, then hitting the deck and flopping like a fish down below. This brought out a repressed memory deep within me. It's something I haven't thought about in a while, and it made me very yucky feeling. It was one of the first parties I had went to after getting to college. Towards the end of the night, as people started getting a bit sloppy, they started doing beer-catching trick shots. And it was cool, and I at this point thought, this is my chance. This is my time to shine. One of the tricks that they did that I thought would be, you know, my time to hop in is they were doing it over the pool. So I'm clapping, trying to get, like, their attention. The dudes that are tossing the beers, like, setting up the trick shots. Hey, I'm ready. Toss me the pigskin. Give me the rock. I'm ready. Feed me. And then eventually one of them does look at me. And without a second thought, the second we lock eyes, I just do a front flip into the pool. Barely, mind you, and I have my arms straight up and I don't finish the whole rotation, so I end up on my ass with my hands up in the air and no one throws a beer. So I just fucking shittily front flip in the pool